today? Welcome. Indeed, what is Sven covering today? Welcome. I am Svenster77. I am Game Master. I am your friend, freshly showered for your enjoyment. You're welcome. Today we're going to be doing some work on our homebrew. So what's happening in our world is, let me see if, here we go. So the setting I have is the Sword Coast, and this is not the Sword Coast, but that's okay. Boof, there we go. Um, I created a city called Nashkel, and Atomic Hero Squad. Hello. Welcome. And the city of Nashkel is where most everything starts. This mountain line right here is the edge of the country, and the city below it is the country below is Amen, A-M-N. And that'll become important in just a minute. So what they're doing is they've done a bunch of different things, running around, and they've gone all the way up here into the Wood of Sharp Teeth. They've gone up to the Burlow Winery area. They've come down through here, so they've gone all over the place. And I have a offshoot from this campaign. One character left this, and we started another campaign with that character, and they have now come all the way over here to the Troll Mountains. So we've been all over this map, but what had happened was Nashkel was being attacked by Amen. There were some terrorist attacks, some explosions that happened throughout the city, and so and Amen has sent some spies in to do some things, and there were some rumors that there was a keep where they can, or there's this tower or something in the mountains down below where they can cast spells into Nashkel. So the group, after much other wandering around, finally decided to pursue that, and that's where they are now. They're in it's called the Burning Keep, and it's actually from another adventure series that I just pulled this one little section from, and so I'm using that, but they're almost done with it. And so what's going to happen is this keep is being run by a hag, and Amen is in league with this hag too, and they have made this diorama of Nashkel. And um, let me see if I can. This is below upper uh, of the city of Nashkel, and then there's these different runes around it where they can then cast spells. So if you look at the map here, I spent way too long on this, but I made a using Fantasy Grounds. This is the room, so it's 20 by 30. This little area here, and there's this diorama of the city of Nashkel, and you can zoom all the way in because this is really fancy ground stuff. Anyway, so here's the diorama, and there are different runes and things inscribed around, which I'm going to add here in a moment, to where you can cast spells and it'll affect Nashkel. But it takes certain, yeah, that's a high. Like I said, I took probably hour and a half on something that they're gonna look at for maybe 10 minutes at most, with no real interaction in this. They're just gonna see it and say, "Oh, okay, that's what they're doing," and leave. But hey, it was fun and it worked. So the there's a cadre of wizards three wizards and their different guards and things that are coming up from Amun to use this. Now that it's completed and now it's ready to go, um, they're going to run into our party. And because the way to get into where the Burning Keep is to, I don't know if I have an actual upper, below, below. Looking to see if I have my Burning Keep map here. Um, go to the link. Let's see what this one is. Here we go. So I'll show you guys the map. Player, ground level. All right, so this one, I went a little nuts and didn't really know what I was doing at the time. If I was going to redo it again now, I would do it differently. But this was, if you look at this map here, the black and white, that's what this map that you're going to see here in a second was. It was all black and white. I then used the Fantasy Grounds assets to add to it and add color and dimension to it. So the only way to get to where this is through a cut in these mountains, a mountain pass, if you will. And I don't know why it's all of a sudden white in the background, but okay, maybe lighting. Anyway, let me turn this, close this, boom. So you see there's smoke going over the lava. It's surrounded by lava. And if you enable line of sight, there we go. So this is the top of the Burning Keep, and this map that you're looking at is the top of this second area over here. That's what this is. This is the second floor, and they've never been there. They found this trap door and went down. So what we're doing today is we're going to be building that encounter for when they run into these wizards who are on their way here. I presume they're going to destroy this. All my great work is going to be destroyed, but I want to check real quick to see how easy it's going to be to add some sigils and some spells down underneath here. I have a couple different ways of doing it. Let me see, first of all, if I just put in all right, so there's not any particular sigils. Let me try arcane. And then I'll try runes. There's a warning sigil there. Arcane Brotherhood symbol. Okay. So it's spell templates is what I'm going to use and see if that works. All right, so this is just the symbols of the different classes. It's not what I'm looking for. Okay. So if we go to spell, you'll see the different spell templates, and they have a very arcane symbol feel to them. Once they pop up, I'm going to see if I can just drop it below this layer here. See, boom. And the nice thing is they're different colors. Just want to double check and make sure there's nothing I'm missing. Oh, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so are these pings? They are pings. Excellent. This is exactly what I was looking for. All right, so This is more for demons type things. It's a circle. By the way, if the pentagram is going outside the circle, if the star points of the star are just outside the circle, that means you're summoning it and releasing it. If it's within the circle, like here, you're summoning it and keeping it within the circle. Um, so, just a little bit of knowledge for you. All right, so take a look at the layers. Let's take a look at this. The nice thing is about these, so I can change the colors because they're white. I'm gonna throw. I might just use them all. Just put different little symbols. All right, so we're gonna go to a painting level, and we're gonna put. I'm gonna add a new folder, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add have a bunch of different layers because. Well, I want them. I want to be able to stack them and move them and twist them. So I have a new layer. Go to layers, and now we just take this and we drop this in. I'm going to start with this guy. So my computer's been really weird this morning. Been taking a long time to load. Stamp, okay. And doing weird stuff. So this is one by one. I'm going to leave it there for the moment, and let's just take a look and see what it looks like. Boom. So I'm actually going to put one of these. Can I change the color at all because it's black? Let's see. No. Okay. So I'm actually going to I want to bring it down just a smidge. Let's go with 0.8. Maintain it. There we go. All right, so first of all, we're going to go back to this one. We're going to delete it. Okay, we're going to take this one, and we'll just make copies. Duplicate 1, 2. We're going to take the one, boom, stick it right here. Awesome. You have no idea how much I like it when you guys use the quotes or any of the stuff that I have for my Nightbot. All right, we're going to move it a little bit and turn it so it's pointing away. We hold Shift or just click this. Dang it, Jim. Delete that. Now we're going to go to our here layer selection. Select. Fun times. That's right. I'm up to 30 quotes now, so slowly but surely getting there. All right, so we got this. Now we click on this and turn it, or hold Shift and. Okay, come on. Why aren't you working, my friend? There he goes. Killing me here. There, machine. Work with me. Work with me. All right, control. There we go. All right, now this is where I want it to be. Now I just want to turn it. Well, let me turn it. Yes, there we go. Perfect. All right. Boom. Boom. So we've got the darkness of the map. So it makes it a little hard to see, but that's okay. I don't really mind that too much. Holding down control gives you freedom. If you don't hold control, it'll lock it with grid lock, according to the grid right in the middle. So now we take this. Come on, click. Thank you. Do a little flippy. Hold control. to move it around. Boom. So we've got these three symbols there. Boom, boom, boom. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. And notice because I had clicked the folder, they're all within the folder, so it makes it nice. One tiny little step I don't have to worry about. So now we're going to throw this guy down. Boom. He is 2 by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want him about 3.5, 3.5. And we're going to stick him right toward the front here. Okay, now we go over here to our layer select. We're going to shift it over. So they're just going to see the outside, the front part of this, because we're going to drop this whole folder below Nashkel. Layer parent ID is equal to layer ID, okay? We can close this. We don't need this now that I'm done explaining it. Close. Move you down to here. There we go. All right. So I had put it on here on the map. So now it's below. So you can see it's peeking out here. I'm going to open up the folder. We're going to move just the last one I put on there, which is this guy. So we click it. We've got this layer selection, and now we're going to hold Control and slide it up just a smidge. Boom. Like so. There we go. And then I'm going to duplicate it because, boom, I'm going to slide the second one over here. So there's actually two of them. And if they look carefully, they'll see it. I'm going to make you just a smidge bigger. There we go. Now we're going to start with our whiteness because we can change the color of these. So let's go with another triangle. Make sure we're in our folder where we want to be. We've got our stamp. Now we go to our tint. So, any ideas there, Atomic, on what colors our spell should be? See, because we can make them yellow, we can make them pink, we can make them red, orange. I mean, anything. Blue. I think we're gonna have like a no, and dang it, Jim, close. I think we're gonna have a couple different colors. We want them to be able to be seen, first of all. And the cool thing is we can also use the color picker here, the eyedropper. So if we want to target certain, have them be the exact color of these buildings, we could. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to have one for the walls. So we're going to go click. Nice gray for the walls. There we go. All right, so we're going to have a couple of these. Right now it's 1 by 1. We're going to make these 0.5 and pink. And so we're going to put them poof. Let's zoom in and see what we're looking at here. Let's see, give me a minute here. So it's definitely gray, but it's not gray light enough gray for me. So let's go ahead and take this delete layer, go to our color, and let's go for the color picker. Go with that. Okay. Okay. Now we'll boof. That's better. Okay. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, since these are the exact same symbol, I changed my mind. I'm going to switch these away. I like this color though, so let's go with highlight this and Control C to save it. Now we're going to drop this one in because this one is different. There we go. Oh, it actually saved that color. Cool. Oh, no, actually, that's white. There we go. Okay, boom. Now we got the gray. This is 2, so we want this to be 0.5. All right, so this symbol, yeah, we're fine. We're good. We're good. We're going to throw this symbol. Oop, I want to be on the folder level. There we go. And we're going to put a couple of them. Whoa, 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 what just happened? Ah, 0.5 by 2. That's why. Garbage. Aspect locked. There we go. Now, make sure we're in the right folder. We are. Boom. There we go. We'll adjust where it is in a minute. Boom. All right. And then we're going to say OK. Let's see. Now I think we're going to combine these two because I don't really want. This is a typical pentagram. Actually, no. Let's go back to our spell templates. So first of all, let's finish up with these guys. I like him. I just want to move him a little bit. We're going to move our layer selection. We're going to move it, Control, and move it. I made a third. Delete. Okay, wait for it to catch up. There we go. Control. Boom. And then we're going to do Control. Boom. All right, so now the last thing we want to do is I'm going to combine these two. We go to our spell templates. Here we go. So we have these several different shapes. I think I'm going to use this one. I like maybe this one. Boom, it is 5 by 5. So we're going to make it 1 by 1. I think I'm going to keep it that color for now. Let's see. Well, the point is these are where the spellcasters are going to be when they cast a spell. So let's see it. Boom. 1. 2. 3. Boom. There we go. And so as they zoom in, see these are very intricate symbols. And then I'm going to put candles. All right, so now we can rename this folder. Sigils. And now we're going to look for candle. All right, so a couple different candles. Wall candles. I want floor candles. Here we go, right here. Boom. I like this one better. We have a couple different ones. So again, this time I'm going to come out. I like this too because it has something that seems to indicate like it's pointing. So I like that. I like it a lot. All right, so we're going to go to, right now we're in our layer section. Do we want to be painting or layer? We're going to leave it, we're going to put it in as a layer because I want to be able to adjust these. Um, so we'll make a new, add a painting layer, boom, click it. Oh no, I don't want painting layer. I just said no. I just said no. All right, so boom. We're going to add, we'll make a new folder, make it candles. Click the candles. Now I want this turned. There we go. And we're going to leave it at 1 for now, see what it's like. We got the tile. We want it right here in the very center. So boom. Now we're going to turn it, put one right here in the middle. Boom. And we're going to turn it. Boom. Okay. So now we zoom in. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. And then we're going to add light to them. So we're going to go here to candle. We're going to go here to lighting. Close it. So this is where the lighting will be. You will see that the lighting is here. And we go to preset of candle. So it's got a flicker speed. I'm going to slow down this flicker speed a little bit. But the color, instead of being white, I'm going to make it more of a blue. Make it a light blue. There we go. Okay. So, why? Because it's magic. Magic. So we go to add light, candle, color, light blue, a little bit more darker blue. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so now we go click, click, click. And now let's go see, and you see this is where can I pull this into this? I can't. There we go. So the lights are in here. So now let's see if it works. We go to enable lighting. Look at that awesomeness, huh? We have 3 blue candles glowing magically right next to the symbols of magic, all pointing toward the city of Nashkel. All right, so I'm also going to put a light here in the city itself. Go back to our lighting. We're on our candle. We'll click on this layer. We're going to add light. We're going to add the light spell. Spell light. The color is fine. I just want it to be a little bit less. So it's going to be 15. And the dim light is only going to be 20. So 5, 10, 15. Yeah, so it's going to be right here in the middle. Here we go. All right, so let's see. So you have the blue light interacting with the light spell. So we're going to make this, we're going to bring this down to 10, let's say. See how that looks. Bring the dim down to 15. Oh, I don't have it selected. There we go. 10. It's not bad. I like that. So, and then if we go to the play mode, boom. So here's what it's going to look like for the players. This is all lit. It's lit, maybe. And then you've got these symbols hidden around the sides, some more symbols on the thing, symbols underneath. These 3 symbols are on the edge, lit by blue candle flame. There you go, baby. That's what it's like. That's how you do it. So, turn it green out, close it. Boom, we're done with that. Okay, so getting back to our encounter, which is what I started this whole discussion with. So the people who are going to use this and stand in these spots are mages, and they have some guards with them. So first thing you want to do is open up your encounters. I'm trying to remember if I have any special, if I made any special groups. These are all the different things I have open. No, I do not. Wednesdays. There we go. Wednesdays group. Okay. So we're going to make a new one, right? So I have my encounters. I'm actually going to change this name. So let's change this name right now. What you do is you go here, you go to edit, click on Wednesdays. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put exclamation point. What that does is it now puts it at the top. Anyway, so now right click, make a new one, create item, and there we go. So now this is I'm gonna call it outside the burning keep, maybe, or returning, leaving burning keep. Because if I just put returning to Nashkel, they do that a lot. So leaving burning keep. Okay. So now I have my encounter made. So I can put this up here. And I'm actually just going to minimize this for now. Click. So here's our encounter. Minimized. Boof. And we're going to go to our NPCs. So now I have a bunch of different books made, loaded, and so I'm leaving it at all. As you can see, I have 35 pages worth of critters. So I'm going to start with the wizards. So let's just start with Wizard and see what pops up. All right, so I have a drow. Let's see, what level is he? Wow, he's challenge rating 9. Okay, so this might work. A little too powerful to have 3 of them though. Let's see, gnome wizard is 1/2, and apprentice wizard is 1/4. This apprentice wizard is also 1/4. All right, so we have 1/2 all the way up to 9. So we'll leave him here for the moment. Minimize it again, right click, go up here to minimize. Here's our face, means it's a person, NPC. Let's see what else we get. So what happens if we do mage? Here we go. All right, so we have lots of different mages here. So Yuan T, Tiefling. All right, so this is a particular person. Challenge rating 6. Not bad, not bad. I like that idea. Starspawn Larva Mage. Very cool. Yuan T Mage Slayer. An Ogre Mage. Ooh. A Mage Slayer. So what's this mage level? This is also level 6. Interesting. Looks like they copied and pasted the same dude. It is. So interesting. I don't see any differences at all. Okay, that's just lazy. This is an Acme Mage any race. If you're going to make him tiefling, at least give him the racial differences. I mean, they gave him dark vision, but he should at least have the difference in stats of a tiefling. Boo, I don't like it. I'm closing it. Lazy. Human, elite, an archmage. Let's see, how much is this? What level is this guy? 12. Bit much. Maybe if it was just by himself, then I would do that. But a little too much. The dwarf mage. Again, they didn't change anything. I do like the idea of a dwarf, though. Um, I do like that idea, so I'm going to go ahead and keep him open. I'm going to make the changes to it because these people are lazy. All right, so Drow, War Mage, that's cool. Let's see. He is level 6. All right, so he's got Blur, Invisibility, Misty Step, Eyebite, Regenerate, Shadow Rising. These are some high level stuff, man, for challenge rating 6. What does this guy have? Yeah, see, he's only got 5th level spells. That's more what I was thinking of. So we're going to kill you. Goodbye. A regular Drow Mage. Challenge rating 7. That's higher than the one I just saw, but again, he's 5th level. I wonder why this one. I think this might be wrong. This War Mage might be wrong because he's listed as. He's got up to 8th level spells. So, Clockwork Mage is awesome. He's CR of 9. Very cool. He uses wands. Very cool. Each Clockwork Mage casts spells empowered by wands stored in the internal components. Wand of Lightning Bolts, Wand of Fireballs. Interesting. I like that idea. It's got my mind churning. I might use a Clockwork Mage. And by the way, if you're wondering, that's what they look like. I like this idea because it's very simple, very limited. Yeah, Fireball and Lightning Bolt is rough, but if the party spreads out, then he'll only be getting a couple of them at a time. One of my people has resistance to lightning and stuff, so I like the idea of the Clockwork Mage a lot. And then we have our Archmage, who is CR 12. Okay. All right, so I think I'm going to go with that is a hideous brute. You are absolutely right. I think I'm going to go with a Dwarf who maintains the Clockwork Mage. That would make sense. And then we will take. Do I want two dwarfs and a clockwork, or maybe a human dwarf clockwork? I know. We'll have the two dwarfs, the clockwork, but if they the Clockwork is not the third mage. The third mage isn't even going to show up until later. They're going to make these guys are sort of like the advanced scouting group. Um, so that's good. I like that. So I'm going to do that. So have the dwarf, Clockwork mage, just 2, with some people watching over them, protecting them. And that way the party should realize, wait a minute, there's only 2, so something is wrong here. If I did 3, I don't think they would figure it out. I don't think if I had 2 plus the Clockwork, I don't think they would realize that the Clockwork doesn't count. But let's do that, and then let's see what a Mage Slayer is. What level is he? He's a level 6. It's also a spellcaster. Okay. Interesting. I didn't realize Mage Slayer was a interesting. I like that art. Pretty cool. Absorb elements, detect magic, mind spy, counterspell, dispel magic, fireball. We don't really have any mages in our group. We have people who cast spells. We have a bard. We have an arcane trickster. Decisions. So we could have the Mage Slayer come along, be here as well. What level is the Yuan-Ti? He's a challenge 5. He's a challenge 6. So let's see. He has things like. Let's take a look. Compare these two. These are exactly the same. Why are they actually this because of his innate Mage Yuan-Ti stuff? So why is he considered less than this dude? Yeah, that's a mistake. He has more hit points. Same, everything else is exactly the same, and he's a 6 and he's a 5. Well, that's what you get when you deal with, so we're going to change him to a 6. If anything, he should be higher, like a, maybe a 7 because he's a little bit tougher. But we'll leave him there. Boom. All right. So let's go with, all right, so I'm going to have the Dwarf Mage. So let's throw these guys in here and see how tough this encounter would be comparatively. So we'll throw him in here, throw him in here, throw him in here. Just the 3 of them without any guards. The CR 13. I think that's actually pretty good. Let's look for a guard. Just see, a couple crossbow slinging people. To make them, just really wussy people. Let's see. Guard drakes, different animals. Trolls, storm. The human guard is what I was looking for right here. Here's a dwarf guard, a drow guard, a bodyguard. Here we go. What level is this? This is a challenge rating 2. They have second wind. They get 2 attacks. They have a long sword. And if they're 5 feet of the bodyguard, they can pose disadvantage. When an attacker the bodyguard can see makes an attack roll against the creature. I like that because it doesn't have to be. There we go. So we're gonna put 2 bodyguards in here. A bodyguard for the mage. Actually, that's it. Yeah, we're gonna have the bodyguard for the mage. All right, so these all 3 have images. I want to take a look at what the bodyguard looks like. Okay, I don't like the fact that it has a freaking badly drawn mind flayer behind him, but okay, it works. But is that the token though? That is the token. Okay, so we're going to change that. Go to assets, tokens. All right, so let's just say, well, let's put in guard and see what happens when we put in guard. I like this big hulking figure in plate mail, and he's really just a piece of crap level 2. I like that. I think that's what I'm going to go with. But I'll check the rest just in case. Yep, that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. Which one do I like better? I'm going to go with this guy. Boof. All right. Shouldn't change the CR. It did bump it up to 14. Okay. All right. So we should be good. Now we're going to go to our. Oops, I forgot to. We'll close the NPCs. Go with dwarf. See what kind of dwarf tokens I have. Are any of these? Do any of these look like a dwarf mage? Let's see. Here we go. Close enough. Although this one, that's not bad. I like him with a little pointy hat. Point my head. Oh, it's from Man with Two Brains, the movie. Pointy bird, so pointy pointy. Anoint my head, anointy anointy. Didn't know I was a poet, did you? I'm gonna go with this guy. He looks like Boof. There we go. Now let's go. Let's grab. Okay. Mayloran Stormtooth. Let's go to images and type in. I don't have that image there. Okay, so let's go with dwarf. In the images, see if I have his full picture. I should. All right, I don't see it, so maybe he's considered a Dweorg. Let's try it. DWEORG. There he is. All right, so we go to the Dwarf Mage part sheet. Here it is. Go to Other, Unlock. No, read only. All right, so if I wanted to mess with this, then what I would do is I would just make a copy of it. But I don't care enough to worry about that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to keep this here. Boom. Keep our assets open for the moment. Can I minimize this? I cannot. Okay. You could zoom in this, really? Wow, I did not know that. There you go. I did not know that. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we're going to move him to the side because what we want to do is I want to go to my story. Boom. So go all the way down. Let's see, do I have a Wednesday's storyline as well? I don't. All right, so let's go back up through here. Mini dungeons. I'm just looking for the one that I have for this group because I know I've added storyline for this group. I just don't remember what I named it. So, and I'm going to change that so that it's at the top. Looking through all my different titles here. So this is why it's best practice. Oh, there it is. Story. Haha. To do that. I just didn't go up high enough. Okay, awesome. So looking for Civis. Okay, so now they're going to go back to, I'm going to put this, make a new one called Nashkel War Misk. So there have been a bunch of different things with things, so now we're going to go to Control 2. We're going to enter a couple times, give ourselves some room to play with, in case I want to go above this. Control 2 makes it a heading, and we're going to say returning to Nashkel from Burning Keep. Now we're going to take our encounter right here, boof, put that in here, encounter, leaving Burning Keep. And then we're also going to have, we need maps, and we need, I'm going to put the images here as well. So here's the bodyguard image. Here's the clockwork mage image. And what I like to do here, I like to change the name here. So this is dwarf mage, and we're going to make it unidentified. So that way, when I share this image, this is what they see. They don't see this weirdness. Close this now. Boom, dwarf mage. And last one we need is Mage Slayer. Boom. So there's our encounter. There's our images for it. I like that picture a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. So this may seem really strong for my group. It really depends on how they play it. But the thing is, these mages, the dwarf mage, who's the boss right now, he's not there. If he gets hurt much at all, they're out. He's not going to mess around and mess with a high level group. He's survived long enough to know run and fight another day. So I do want to check where's my dwarf. Make sure he has this. He does not. Alright, so I'm going to check and look and see spells. Teleport. Teleport. Alright, so, excuse me. Wisdom and warning. Let's take a look at the spell, shall we? This is a level 7. Okay. So he's going to have a scroll, a teleport. 8 willing creatures of your choice that you can see within 10 feet. Okay? Before I forget, I'm going to put right here the dwarf mage is calling the shots and will use his scroll of teleport when down half life or 1/3 life if in melee. Okay, and I don't want them to know he's a mage slayer. So again, I'm going to open this up, go here, and go to human mage. Actually, I'll just put caster because they don't really know anything much about him. Caster, they know he casts spells. Okay, so there we go. And here, I'm going to change this within the human caster. And I'm going to put this as armored caster. And again, change his one to armored caster. Oh, I gotta make sure I make them unidentified. Unidentified. Boom. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Alright, so that's gonna do it for today. Next time, all I have to do is pull up a map, slap this puppy on it. I'm in no huge rush for that because a couple things. One, we're not going to play this for until 3 weeks from Wednesday, so I have plenty of time. Two, even if we were playing it, they have a huge boss fight that they're doing right now, and this and that's probably going to take most of the encounter, if not all the encounter. And then they have to come up through here and do this whole level. So this particular idea and storyline and stuff isn't going to happen for a while. I am just going to go ahead and drop it down here though. Bloop. So I'll know I have an idea. It's right handy for me. So hey, thank you so much for stopping by, saying hello. Atomic, you're awesome. Atomic Hero Squad is comes in and says hello most of my streams, and I really appreciate you. Check him out, Atomic_Hero Squad. Hero Squad is all one word. Every morning, it's a great way to start your morning. If you're on Eastern side of town, he's from 8 to 11-ish. I mean, 8 to noonish. If you're in the left coast, he's 5:30 to 8:30. Sorry, 5:30 to 9-ish. Um, and if you do want to get on at 8 or 5 o'clock, just wait. He'll be there just a minute. Um, but hey, like, subscribe. You can check how we play this. This is my homebrew. So look for Nashkel homebrew on YouTube. Just look for Spencer77. Search it, and you'll see all my different playlists. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Come back, watch this live around 10:30-ish on Pacific time on Tuesdays. Today was a little bit later, but it's usually between 10:30 and 11 at the latest, depending on how many technical difficulties I have. But whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day.